Alright, this is basically it. This is the last day. The dagger is basically done. The forge is heating up because I still have to forge one more piece for it. But, ultimately, it's done. I gotta do the cap that goes on the bottom here, and then there's gonna be a pin here, and probably a pin here, because the tang does not go all the way to the bottom. So, I'm having to improvise a little bit, but other than that, it's gonna look exactly the way it's supposed to. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to try and find a piece that I can use, which shouldn't be that hard, to make this butt cap, and then I have to look at the design for the butt cap, and then I have to forge it. Yeah, that's my day. That's it. I wanted to put an acid wash on it, because the blade is supposed to be kind of roughed up. Putting it through the forge will rough it up, but then bringing it out to sharpen it will take off material, make it very shiny. I don't want that. I want it to look like the Iron Dagger. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to dump it in some ferric chloride just for a little bit, just to kind of, you know, grime up the edges. Ah, yes. And then once everything is done, I have to somehow wrap these 5 points with wire without fucking it up anymore. This is going to be a fun day. All right. So what I'm going to do is roughly in the middle here. I'm not going to, like, mark it, but roughly in the middle here, I'm just going to put, like, a little dot so I know where to drill. So I'm thinking, sorry, there's someone stopping me outside. Right about there will be where the first pin goes. Yeah, so right about there. You know what? I'm going to measure this. I'm going to measure this properly. So, from that side to that side, we're looking at about 3 millimeters. It's just about at 1.5, so that's not bad. It just kind of looks off-center to me. But I think we'll work it. I think we'll work with that. I'll just nudge the drill bit a little bit over. And then for this section down here, I'm thinking, what's that looking like to you? Like 2.5-ish? It's a little rough. Let me grab my, oh, it's right here. My digital calipers. So we're looking at roughly 31.7 millimeters. So we want that to cut in half to be, what? 13.5? Right about there. So it should go basically right there. I don't know if you guys can see that mark. It's very, very faint. But it's right there. There. Cool? Cool. Now, I've never done this before. I've never actually put pins in a handle. This is literally my first knife ever, like, properly made. So, I'm going to kind of wing it. I'm going to find myself a piece of rod that would make a good pin. And then I'm thinking I'm going to drill the hole slightly smaller, maybe even the same size. I don't know. Actually, you know what? Probably the same size. I'll drill the hole about the same size. That way the pin can go in. I can kind of just bop it from the other side to make it fit. Right? Right. Okay, so I apologize for the weird angle. The tripod doesn't really work here that well. Anyway, I think I found the right material. Because if you look at it next to the actual piece here, it looks about the right size as it does if you look at the image of the Iron Dagger. So this is the right rod size. Now you should find the right drill bit. I don't know what this kind of plate is for. It's got a size chart on it. It's probably for exactly what I'm doing. But I'm going to put this rod through 5/64. I apologize, fellow Canadians. It's an American. Nope. Okay, so we're looking at 1/4 of an inch, I assume. So we need to find a drill bit that fits in that hole. Right there. And then we'll be good. All right, so 5/64 does not fit. 1/4. Yep, perfect. That's our drill bit. I am so hesitant to do this. But I'm going to do it. Better. Okay, Rob, don't fuck this up. Where's that going? Okay. Let's bring this table over just a hair. Perfect. Tighten that back up. Alright. Do not fuck it up. Do not fuck it up. No turning back now. It looks like it's a little bit off center, but you know what? I can live with that. Oh, that tore the shit out of this side. I'm not too happy with that. It kind of tore the shit out of this side. Can I focus? Focus, damn you. Yeah, look at that. Whoops. Okay, so that did not go well. And I am very tempted right now to cut up another piece of wenge and make another handle. But this one came out so well, and then I did that to it. I could probably sand that down, but the hole's also off center, and that really pisses me off. Alright, so now we're into what I consider to be probably the most terrifying part of all of this. I'm going to harden the blade. So let me show you, I'm going to get the forging frame. There's the forge, there's the oil. I'm going to heat this up in there, and then I got to dunk it in here. So, goes into the tongs, goes into the forge. It's got to be kind of like a certain temperature. I just don't know exactly where it is. It's kind of like a dull red. I'm going to turn the lights off for this so you guys can see as best you can, okay? Or I'm not, because apparently the blower is attached to the switch, so we're not going to turn the lights off. Sorry. It's got to be even across the whole blade. I guess that's the weird part about this blade, because that big chunk in the middle, that will stay hot longer than the thinner parts on the outside. Which isn't a bad thing. That should be kind of soft to give a little bit of wiggle to it. But the edge is what we need to be hard. So let's see what happens, right? All right, basically the whole blade's up to orange temperature, which is way too hot for this. So what we're gonna do, pull it out, let it air cool for a bit. See how it's very, very, very bright? We need to fade just a bit more. Okay. That's about where I want it. Here we go. This is the first time I've ever done this. All right. So, I think we may have done it. No, it's still bit. No, I didn't hurt at all. Alright, let's try that again. That was my first time ever doing that, so that was a lot. Alright, straight in this time. I think we did it. I think that one got it. Okay. Now we're gonna let this cool, I think. So I'm gonna go put it over there. Okay, so it is hard. I checked it, it is hard. So what we're gonna do, actually, here's the thing, I'll show you. So the blade is hard until about here. Right here, in this little tiny section back here on both sides, is still soft, which is good, because it means the whole tang here is soft too. It needs to be to drill a hole. So we're good. Now, I gotta temper it, so I'm going to try and get the oil off, and then I can temper it properly. Alright, so what I just did there was kind of Scotch Brite the grime away, so now I can see clean metal, it's shiny. What I can do with this is I can see temper colors. So what's going to happen, I'm going to block this light. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to move over here. Away from the lights. Oh my god, they're everywhere. I don't know what temper colors are. When steel gets to a certain temperature, it will change color because it changes its crystalline structure. I believe that's how it works. Someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, because I probably am wrong. Anyways, the temper colors generally go from like blue to like a nice straw yellow, or like straw yellow to blue, one of the two ways. I want this to be a straw yellow on the edge. That's like the sharp edge, that's what I want it to be. I have to do this a couple times, and it scares the shit out of me because I have to heat cycle it basically to soften the blade, because right now if I drop it, it might break. Actually, it's pretty thick, I don't think it would, but still. Alright, so let me see if I can't show you what I'm looking at here. Yeah, actually you can see pretty well. You can see like it's nice brassy, yellowy, straw yellow kind of look. And then up here, it gets a little bit darker. That's not bad, but it's also not good. Luckily this thing's going to be mostly a wall hanger, so it shouldn't be too bad. But the straw is actually kind of a nice tint to it. So I think the blade is effectively done. We're going to let this rest and then heat cycle it again.